What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another video episode. Today, it's been already a long day and it's only 1 p.m. What can I say? So I woke up, yesterday. Bro, honestly, I slept so shit. I slept 8 hours. But, I woke up twice in the middle of the night, which is, normal. You sometimes wake up, but it's usually, briefly. I woke up for 15 minutes. My watch tells me twice for 15 minutes. It felt like I was awake for half an hour or more. Genuinely, I don't know what that was. But my sleep was very disturbed today. So I woke up feeling pretty sleepy, feeling very not rested. Happens. I woke up at 8, a little bit before 8 actually. And then I ate breakfast. And then I went with my friend to the AI course that we signed up for. It was quite nice. It was quite nice to see familiar faces. Well, essentially, the speaker, because I knew him from the last AI course I went to. And then also the one hosting the whole thing, right? So it was nice to see them. And they seemed quite happy to see me as well. So, yeah. But then the course was 1.5 hours long, and me and my friend went home. I got a random call during the course. I was like, what the hell is this number? Turns out tomorrow's psychologist appointment is cancelled. He's sick. So, yeah, nothing this week. Which, I don't know. Well, I was prepared. It is what it is. Oh, came home, decided to deal with this huge ass mess that was in my room from the stuff of the two people. Two people, right, gave me their stuff. One has left a few weeks ago. And he left more stuff because he was recently here for a couple of days. I left more stuff at one of my friend's rooms because I wasn't available when he was here. And so I collected that yesterday. And then also my friend who's leaving today, she's leaving pretty much in an hour or less. So yeah, that was actually quite sad. I also grabbed her stuff yesterday. And it was all in the corner of my room. It was just there. So I organized all of that. I put a bunch of it below the bed because there's storage. I have not looked through this at all. And she also brought me a green bag full of, there's definitely, I know, 2 blankets, which is quite nice. Because I got this blanket, the green one, from a friend. Yeah, he was like, don't need it. And I was like, yo, can I have it? He's like, yes. I've been using this. This is my favorite blanket because the blankets that were given to us here were shit. So now I have more nice blankets. Oh my god, I have so much shit now. Yeah, what can I say? So that took me 40 minutes. I actually decided to just record myself and make a time lapse for my friends from Germany. I don't know, because I thought if I would do a time lapse, if I would record myself, then I would actually work very well, which I did. I worked for 40 minutes. I organized my room for 40 minutes. It took me that long to get done with all of that shit that was just in the corner. And clean up the mess that I've made, which was essentially there were 2-3 places in my room where there was randomly clothes instead of putting them in on the shelf, you know what I mean? In my wardrobe. But yeah, I would say it looks pretty organized now. It's efficiently organized, you know what I mean? Because this corner is grocery bags. They're standing there because so I go grocery shopping and can take them with me. I still low-key sometimes forget. PlayStation VR, which I need to sell. Squash rackets, which I'll be using randomly. 2 bags, my 2 most used bags. Aikido clothes, which I will be using today again, because my uncle said we have Aikido. This is like vacuum stuff for clothes hanger or whatever they're called. I don't know. For wet clothes, for example. Shoes, obviously. Blah blah blah. And then my table, I organized it as well. I also found sunglasses. I thought I left them in Germany, but I didn't. So that's quite nice. Oh, and my friend also gave me a puzzle down there, the brown box. I'm gonna try that definitely one time. I used to do these a lot. I love puzzles. They were fun. But maybe I don't know. We'll see. We'll see when I do that. Oof. So that's and then my friend came and brought me the blankets, right? And we went for a final walk. I'll see her again this Saturday because there's like a birthday thing for some guy, and he invited both of us. I think it's more like it's not really a private. I don't get that because like I don't. Well, in the first place, I don't really like celebrating my birthday, but this year I did, and I invited 4 friends for dinner. I would have invited 5, but the one guy only came back yesterday. I haven't seen him since December. So, no, he came back 2 days ago. But I saw him yesterday. Yeah. Would have invited him as well if he was here, but he wasn't, it is what it is. So, 4 people. Invited 4 people, and I think it looks like this is going to be like many times more than 4 people. So, I don't know. I don't get it, but I also don't get the whole thing of celebrating your birthday. Like I like celebrating other people's birthdays, and I like doing stuff for them because I know so many people care about it, but like never really cared about my birthday. It's just another day for me. I don't know. What can I say? Yeah, but so I did that. And then I just made the mixture for pancakes because this morning I ate burritos, the last burritos that I had. So I just made the pancake mixture, and now I have to wait 20 more minutes. And then I can start that. Oh my god. And it's gonna take an hour to like stand there and make the pancakes. So then it's gonna be already 2:30. No, wait. Yes, 2:30, or maybe even a bit later. And then at wait. Either at 2:45 or at 3:45, I've got like I've got a call scheduled about the internship that I'll be doing this July and August. It's gonna be a quick call, but like, it's a call. And after that, I will be doing. I will be reading a little bit, and then it's like already evening, and I need to go to Aikido with my uncle. Well, I hope this week he's gonna be like a little bit. We'll be doing less Aikido because my mom will be coming. I haven't seen her since like June or July last year, which is quite interesting. It's been that long already, bro. That's kind of crazy. Life, bro. But I'll be seeing her she's coming tomorrow, staying till like Friday. And well, I proposed that we go for a hike in Spain because I know she likes hiking, and I think I like hiking as well. But I like hiking with my friends. I don't know about with my family. But we'll see. We'll see. But also I'm a little bit injured still on my foot, which is also why I hope my uncle will not make me do Aikido 3 times this week as well. Right? So that's what's up. And we'll see how that goes, right? This week is gonna be, especially if my mom was only staying here for 4 days, and also like the fact that I haven't seen her in a year probably means I will spend most of my time with her. We haven't made any plans. We literally just discussed this today because I was like, let's go for a hike. And I also said, because she was going to buy me like a few t-shirts or whatever. Um, it's, it's quite sweet of her to ask me like if I need anything, but like I'm surviving. I don't really, like my thought process is kind of like I don't know, like I don't know. My thought process is kind of that I I don't need a lot. I If I do, I will let her know, and but like I don't need a lot. Like all I really am buying right now is like food and yeah, food. And well, I told her about the new gym I go to and how much that roughly costs, and since then she's been sending me 25 euros a month for that, which is quite nice. Um, which I didn't at all expect actually. But after that, I realized I cannot talk about how much stuff I pay for costs, because then she will send it to me. It's like, girl, like, woman, don't worry, I'll be fine. Like, I will come if I need. If I truly need anything, I will come. But like, it's okay. I will try. I'm trying to manage. Worry about yourself. You know what I mean? Uh, because my mom obviously also had a very rough life. So like, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. But I did, because she wanted to buy me t-shirts, and I was like, I had the genius idea to instead to stop her and be like, wait, actually, if you want to buy me something, can you please buy me or go with me to buy like professional clothes? Because well, the thing is, I was planning to buy them myself. But if I do that, I will probably have to starve for a couple of weeks. I'll be honest. Like my money is ending right now. Like, but but so I've got like 1.5 more months to survive. Then it's July, and then I get paid in the internship, because it's a paid internship. So I'm kind of waiting for that, because that's gonna be nice. That's gonna let me survive for quite a bit. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I was just trying to survive till that. But the fact that she's obviously offering to pay is quite good, because the professional like work pants, shirt. I don't have a long sleeve shirt, and shoes, because I only got one pair of shoes that I wear. Like I've got sports shoes, yes, they use for like squash or running. I've got hiking shoes, which I use for hiking, and then I've got like everyday shoes. So I only wear them. That's like the only pair of shoes I have. So they get used quite fast. Like you can see that they're being used. So I was gonna buy like one pair of pants, one pair of shoes, and then a shirt. But if my mom would buy me that, that would be nice as well. That would be great, actually. That would be so great. Because because that was gonna cost money. And well, I don't know when me and my friend are gonna go fishing, but he really wants to, and I'm down as well. I've never done it, but I'm more than down to, but not this week, because this week will be busy. Oh my god, this will be such a long week. Oh my god. And I'm really like, I can't wait for my uncle and that part of the family, my uncle, my aunt, and the two kids to finally, well, it's essentially, I hope when the kids will be done with school, they will instantly go to travel on their boat. I really hope that will be the case, and I really hope it will be like 2 months again, because then I can like have 2 months of freedom, bro, of no aikido. I can actually have 100% control of my day. And like, I am so big on freedom, so it's like super cool, super important. I don't know, super nice. Well, one more thing that I have to say is quite interesting. I've heard this, well, obviously because of the thing that, well, the 2 dates that I've gone to this weekend with a girl I've met. And now my friend's reaction is quite interesting to that, quite funny to that. Because she's 27. I am 20. And essentially, my friends' reactions have been, how the fuck? Like, what kind of a game do you have to pull a 27-year-old? And obviously, before this, there was a 25-year-old that I pulled as well. So I seem to have some. I honestly don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm just me. You know what I mean? But I know that on Friday when I met her, I was really smooth. I don't know what I said, but I know, like, I know I'm a smooth guy. Okay, like I don't even want to like. Oh, I'm smooth now. Fuck. I know I'm smooth. I know I can, like, I have good conversations in person. Like I love talking to people. And I know a bit, like I know how to hold a conversation, okay? And I know how to flirt and shit. But that's like, you just gotta do that. I don't know. I just do. It's not something I'm like proud of or whatever. It's just a part of me, right? But like I don't know what I said again, but I said some very smooth. Like there was some very smooth moments, like extraordinary, really smooth. Because I remember feeling like really proud and really like content with my smoothness. I don't know. I felt extremely smooth a few times. Like I think it was like 3-4 times during the convo where I felt like, damn, where I was like impressed with myself. Now I sadly don't remember what I said. So I actually asked her on Saturday on the first date. I was like, I felt really smooth. Now I don't remember what I said, but was I really smooth? And she's like, yes. With that little smirk or with that little shy expression, you know what I mean? So I don't know. I genuinely don't know what I'm doing, or like, I don't know. I said this to my friends because after the 7-day vlog challenge, right, with my friends, with 2 friends from Germany, I said in that video, because it was like the 7th day was the day where I went on the first date with her. Yeah. But I essentially said, what the fuck? I felt like an insect. Okay. But I essentially said, I taught them 2 pieces of knowledge, which I don't mind sharing at all. But it's like, one, shit, what was, I remember, okay, let me just say what I remember. It was go in a conversation with no desire. Because, like, with no desire to have to take anything. Like, so many guys, right, that I know of, especially like my age, right? They're like, okay, let's go get some girls, let's whatever, right? And I'm like good, you know what I mean? Because like, first of all, I don't know if I'm weird for this, but like, I like getting to know people. I guess you could say I'm old school. I like getting to know people, and based on that, like, if I don't fuck with people, then there can be no attraction. You know what I mean? Because like, if I choose to date someone, it's like a partner for life. So, or like, that's the goal I go in with, right? So obviously, till that decision, I have to know, well, can I actually, like, how are you as a person? Can I actually live with you? Can you communicate with me properly? And I need to know so many things. That's also why so many of this, when people just, I don't know, I just don't, it's just not me. I don't know, it's not my generation. I'm genuinely, I so wholeheartedly believe I was born in the wrong generation. Like I genuinely do not like my generation. And I've always, all of my life, been with people, like, not been with people, I hung out with people who were at least 5 years older than me. At least. So, like, maybe that's, I don't know, I've always been quite mature for my age. And I really could not deal with people my age who were like, well, first of all, concerned with absolute nonsense. Like, well, I guess good for them because they're kids. You're supposed to be concerned with absolute nonsense. But like, I don't know. I was always a couple of years ahead of my age. Yeah, sometimes it's quite funny when I actually tell advice to to my friends. Sometimes they say like, bro's transformed into an old man again or something because like sometimes I genuinely have because I have just hung around with people with very mature people all of my life and sometimes old people like I remember in my childhood like before the age of 10 even I would regularly go to like what an elderly care home or whatever and I would play like games with them, keep them company. And obviously maybe because of experiences like these and the fact that I've always been more mature, always been with people who are way older than me, like maybe because of that, I do have quite a profound knowledge that's like only achieved after living life for a good period of time. And also during my time on self improvement, I've learned a lot and I've obviously also consumed a lot of content from people who have also worked on themselves, who are of the age of, I don't know, 20, 30, 40. You know what I mean? I've just learned a lot about life. So I've got some knowledge. Obviously not a lot. I mean, if you look at it, like it's not a lot of knowledge, like in general, yes, but like it's awesome. At least I have a little bit, you know what I mean? Especially for my age. Yeah, but so you gotta go in. So I don't understand this, okay? I'm not talking to someone because I want to sleep with them. I'm talking to someone because I want to get to know them. Simple. I don't, bro, people, I don't like this generation, especially this generation fucking sucks. Um, but so you go in with absolutely no desire except for getting to know the person. That's what it should be, bro. Okay. And also, yeah, I guess, yeah, I think the second thing that I said was if you think about it, when you go in with this desire of wanting something, okay, you want something from a guy's perspective, you want something from a girl, like you want to sleep with her, you want her to like you, you want all these things from her, right? Everyone, all these people that talk to her, they all want, all they want is take from her. They want to take from her. They want to take her time. They want to take her attention. They want to take her. They want to take shit from her. If you already go in with the mindset of like, all I want is like a conversation. All I want is to get to know her. There's no like you're not desperate. You know what I mean? Like, especially if you know your worth, which you will at one point once you get enough self-respect and confidence, I guess. But like, if there's no desire to take from her, like you're just going in to get to know her, to get to know another human being. You just want to have a nice convo, or yeah, you're just curious. You just go in with curiosity and not with no fucking desires. Then it's kind of like different because bro, look at all these people nowadays, no fucking discipline. All they do is like they're slaves to their desires. I'll be honest, so many people nowadays are slaves to their desires, period. Fucking hookup culture and everything, it's just, I don't like it. I really don't. But so, and then there's you who is like not a slave of your desires, ideally, right? You just go in with the desire, with just getting to know someone. No ulterior motives. You're not trying to take something. You're just trying to. You're just curious. So like you go in without that desire to take something, okay? And when there's no desire to take from you, at least for me, I would say that you automatically go into a state of giving instead of taking. I, for one, love giving people shit. I love making people happy. I love seeing people happy, you know? So, like, in general, I already, in that sense, am giving. I like to give people happiness, period. I like to help people. But even if you don't necessarily have that yet, if you just go in without, like, the desire to take, you will already give. Like, whatever you can give a good time, you can give a good convo, you can give advice, you can give a connection, like, to someone else, a piece of information. There's so many things you can give to other people, right? In various ways. You can give good feelings by a good convo, by a compliment, by so many things. There's so many ways to give, to just give, okay? There's so many ways to give, and you just gotta utilize them, because also giving makes you, apparently, actually I read about this today, apparently there's a Chinese proverb about this. It's like, if you want to be happy for a day, I don't know, whatever. If you want to be happy for a year, inherit a fortune. But if you want to be happy for a lifetime, then be kind to others, or help others, which is so true, which I so agree with. Because, like, when you give to people, you see yourself in a better light. Because you act like a decent human being. So you think you're a decent human being, which I would say for many people, at least for many people that I've spoken to, and many people that I know of, in life, because, like, I talk to interesting people, okay? And for me, like, people who are not boring, people who've gone through shit, people who are mature, because they've usually gone through shit, right? And all the people that I've spoken to who I consider interesting, but I've gone through some shit, tend to also be traumatized and tend to have learned, the majority of them have learned in their lives that, well, that they're not worth it. Well, they have low self-worth, self-respect, or that they're unimportant or whatever. Now, why was I saying this? That is a really good question. Oh, yeah, because or that they're a bad person, and that's why their parents or whoever treated them the way that they were treated, right? But when you're, like, kind, you start changing also your perspective on yourself. You're like, okay, well, I'm actually not a bad person. So, because, like, I help people and, like, I make them happy and shit. So, like, maybe that's also a reason why I love helping people so much. But you see yourself in a positive light, and you gain respect for yourself, and you gain confidence in yourself. And that's my alarm to start with the pancakes. But you know what I mean. Like, there is... Oh, I forgot to take the coconut out of the fridge again. Damn it. It's gonna be so hard again. Alright. But... a really fancy plate. See-through, that's why it's cool. I like it. Bro, I've not... I need to do all these dishes, like, because my friend also gave me so much shit for the kitchen. I mean, look at this. Some of this is some nice shit, you know what I mean? It's like nice containers, cups, really good. Gives my cups. Well, it's good to have cups. But where's the pan? Why am I trying to make pancakes without a pan, man? Alright. but you get me. So where's the spatula? There. Okay. Then there's no space here. All right. Let's get this shit started. But hey. Yes. But so there's like shit, all right? There's shit. Helping people is good, not just for the sake of helping people, but also for yourself. Because in a sense, I don't know how many times you've heard about it, but I heard about it a few times, and I kind of agree. Being selfless is being selfless is really not that selfless. It's quite selfish actually, which obviously sounds like a contradiction, but if you think about it, based on what I just told you, like how it makes you feel great and it's low-key like, you know, yeah, but based on how it makes you feel great, it is kind of selfish. Like obviously I don't think you should, again, here, I don't think you should be helping people because you expect something in return from them. Like, because you expect, for example, when you find a wallet and give it back to the owner, you shouldn't expect to be, you're not supposed to give it back because you expect money, because, you know, at that point you could have just taken that wallet and you're just doing it, like, no. But you should be giving back the wallet because you would want someone to give you your wallet back to you as well, you know what I mean? And like, and then it's their choice, because you would wish the same for yourself, right? And then they can decide, out of, if they're in a position to, out of the kindness of their hearts, to give you a reward for helping them. And if you're not rewarded, then don't be fucking upset about it or whatever. No, you did a good deed and it will come back to you. At the very least, in the form of you thinking you're a good person. Which is like super important. Because your relationship with yourself is like the thing that is there from the start to the end of your life. So you should have a good relationship with yourself, you know what I mean? Which is like an issue that many people face. Maybe I should, how do I fix this issue? Like, if I think about it, as someone who loves helping people, as someone who's got the opportunity to be in a position where I'm even able to think of helping other people, right? Wait a minute. I love that sound. Oh yeah, that's gonna taste awesome actually. I'm so happy I get to make this shit. Grateful for this. Practicing gratitude is also super important. But yeah, it is. It really is. Whenever I've sent audios to friends or people I know, I'm grateful for something they did, or I'm grateful to know them, or whatever. When I've expressed gratitude, it's always been quite good, you know. People love hearing that, obviously they do. You do as well, bro. So many people are not using their fucking minds. It's insane to me. Like, it's really that simple. Treat others how you want to be treated, period. What would make you happy? Would it make you happy if someone tells you you're a good friend? Would it make you happy if someone tells you they're happy to have met you? If the answer is yes, then why are you not saying it to other people? To your friends, to your acquaintances, to whoever, right? Because I also said it to my trainer. I was like, because I used to go to the gym alone, but it sucked. And I also almost would have stopped. And I met my private trainer and was with him till last summer, till I moved out of Germany, right? So for like 3 years. And I'm super grateful for like I think the first birthday, which was like that I knew of, which was like, well, it's almost 1 year of being like of training with him. I was like, yo, I'm so extremely grateful to have met you. You've helped me so much, and whatever. I was yapping for like a minute or so. I said, so really, thank you for everything. I'm so glad to have met you. And he was like, hey, don't do this shit every year, bro. We're like almost in tears, yo. That was sweet. Yeah, but bro, gratitude, expressing your gratitude is such a beautiful thing. Come on. Just in general, treat people how you want to be treated. You should think of other people more. We should think of other people more. And yeah, obviously we shouldn't neglect ourselves. That's just people pleasing. That's also not good. You should, as always, have a healthy balance. Do not neglect yourself. Do not forget about yourself. Take care of yourself and think about yourself first and foremost. But once you're in a position to be able to think about others, like even you can be working on yourself, you can be figuring shit out about yourself, and you can be going through some shit, but still helping other people. Because when I'm talking about a balance, I mean like, wait. I mean like in a daily cycle, because you've got 12 hours in a day, right? Yes, 24 hours in a day, but realistically speaking, you've got 12 hours in a day because you sleep, you eat, you have to do some things which are like necessary human functions, okay? So let's say you've got 12 hours a day. Now, people tend to work 8 out of those, right? So for those, you only got 4 hours. But if you are in a position where you have most of these 12 hours, you're already quite lucky. And I am also one of these who's quite lucky right now. Obviously, that can always change. So make the most of your time while you have it. But let's say out of those 12 hours, I can spend a lot of time working on myself, a lot of time thinking and journaling about myself, a lot of time reflecting about myself, a lot of time learning about myself in general, right? You should be your main focus. You are the only thing that you're gonna have for all of your life. So again, take care of yourself. That should be your main priority. Now, out of those 12 hours, I will maybe, work out, read, journal, walk for my mental health and for my physical health, go for a run. I would do all these things to work on myself for the majority of the day. Let's say at the very least like 60. I want to say more like 80 or about, let's say 60 to 80%. Ideally, if you have a choice, like depending on how much out of those 12 hours you can organize and plan yourself, right? How much freedom you have. But out of the freedom, it doesn't have to be those 12 hours, right? But let's say you work 8 out of those hours, so you got 4 hours. And even then, I'm saying percentage-wise because that's like better applicable, right, to your situation. 60 to 80% of the time that you have that you can plan however you want, whether it's watching YouTube or doing sports or hanging out with friends, out of the time that you can choose what to do, that you can actually choose what to do, or spend time with your family, right? Whatever you do, where you have a say, where it depends on you. Out of that time, 60 to 80%, I believe, should be spent on yourself, and 20 to 40 should be spent on other people. Like, actually, obviously that varies. That's just a rough estimate for one. And two, that varies depending on what situation of life you're in and your friends as well, or the people you meet. But like, I think that's like a good estimate. So again, you should be your biggest focus. Like, you should be your biggest focus. It's super important to be. Yeah, what can I say? I think it's enough yapping. I'm making my pancakes now, so probably gonna listen to some music. These are looking so good. Look at this. Wait, let me show you. I've made how many already? 2, 3? I don't know. And then this. Oh, they look so good. This is gonna be banging. It's gonna be bussin'. Alright. See you in the next one.